Greetings everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Origin Ultimate Edition. I just finished off the Archdemon. We're playing Alicia, my human noble world. And I'm going to show you I figured I'd start recording here. See what's different. I did the deal with Morgane, although I do have a version of it saved where I'm going to have some of the wardens die. I'm going to I have a version saved where I told her no and she left.
And then, it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the Blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king.
And there was much rejoicing.
Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all she saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I formally present my betrothed?
Yes, it worked.
Who will soon be your queen. My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. As a reward, and as an engagement present, I offer you a boon of your choice.
I asked the Howls pay for what they did to my family.
The Howls are hereby stripped of their titles and fortune, and will be investigated as to their involvement in the Haeva attack. Haeva itself is of course restored to your family. Namely your brother Fergus, since he was found safe and sound near the Korcari Wilds. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. So what are your plans? I assume with the wedding you will be remaining in Ferelden.
I think you'll need my help.
Well, I didn't want to come right out and say it, but I'm relieved you'll be nearby. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Alright. Achievement unlocked. I'm kind of a big deal. Now, if I'm not wrong, complete the entire game without the main character ever falling in battle. Hell yeah. I'm sorry I didn't do it in my main campaign. But I really love dual wielding weapons. Alright, let's save in case the game crashes. So we got our, the epilogue should be interesting. Post-coronation. And I'm also going to record at least the beginnings of Dragon Age Awakening for her, because I want to see what changes with her being the queen. Let's talk to Alistair.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? I was so scared that I might lose you. But here you are. And here I am. Not bad, right? I bet this had something to do with that night. With Morrigan. Why you're still here, I mean. I'm not that dumb. The rest of the Grey Wardens haven't arrived yet from Morlaix. But they've already sent questions. What should I tell them?
I don't care what you tell them.
That a Maleficar saved you and then ran off to have my demon baby? That has a certain ring to it, right? No, I suppose I'll just keep that to myself. I can shrug and look stupid. It's a talent. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
She doesn't want to be followed.
Very dramatic. I don't imagine she'd be easy to find if she didn't want to be. At any rate, I can't wait to be alone with you. These formal affairs drive me insane.
Meet you upstairs
Oh,
later.
I'll be waiting. Don't you worry. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
Alright. Here's the important question. Did I did. Excellent. All my equipment is gone? Why are my weapons off? What's better? And probably Merrick's Blade. So, you might remember I was using Starfang with Stein. Well, right as the Archdemon fell, I paused the game and took it away. Because I want to keep Starfang for Awakening. Even though it's a great sword. I also took the sword that I was, Bright Blood, which I was using, I was letting Alistair use. I feel kind of naked without my weapons. But I'm glad to see that. So if you have weapons that you gave your companion but you want to keep for yourself for Awakening, just wait until the Archdemon is killed, pause the game, and take the weapons from them. Alright, let's talk to Shell.
How incredible that it survived. It has exceeded my expectations.
I did better than survive.
I will agree with that, grudgingly. Thankfully, it appears to be the exception when it comes to its kind. Otherwise, I might be forced to revise my opinion completely. But I will go now. I am thinking I will return to Orzammar. Perhaps I will fight the Darkspawn in the Deep Roads. Clear them out for good. They remind me of pigeons.
Why go back to Orzammar?
The Blight may be over, but the Darkspawn will just go underground once again. Perhaps I can do something to aid the dwarves. It is a worthy quest. Something worth existing for. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Good. Perhaps I will see it again one day. I hope so. For a flesh creature, it has been excellent company.
Thanks, Stein. Let's talk to Fergus.
When I heard that my little sister was not only a Grey Warden, but also leading Ferelden into battle, I was surprised, to put it mildly. Father, he would have been so proud of you. I know I am. You've done good.
Hal paid for what he did. I killed him myself.
Hal was a greedy, traitorous bastard. I just wish I'd been there to help you kill him. At least Amaranthine now belongs to the Grey Wardens. There's some justice in that, I think. I need to go back to High Ever. See if I can clean up the mess Hal made of it. I will see you soon, I hope.
Of course you will.
Good. High Ever won't be the same without everyone around. Take care of yourself, you hear? Or I'll find you and nag you like Mother did until you're ready to tear out your hair.
Alright, can I talk to him again?
Go on. I'll make sure I see you before I head back to High Ever.
Do I have everyone's weapons? No. I do not have everyone's weapons. Or armor. Ah, that's fine. Let's talk to her.
So here we are. The conquering heroine has won the day, and now she takes her bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
I'm not going anywhere.
But I may be, I'm afraid. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. Whether it was the Maker sending me to you or whatever, it was a good thing. I thought I was supposed to save you, to show you the way. But it seems it was meant to be the other way around. Odd how that works, no?
I think you did plenty.
You're kind to say so, but I think we know who was in charge. I've been offered a position to head up an investigation into the Darkspawn. It's quite exciting, really.
Congratulations, sounds like fun.
I'm organizing a royal expedition into one of the deep roads and leave a month from now. It will be a grand adventure of my very own. I'm looking forward to it. At any rate, you should get back to the celebration. We can speak another time.
Interesting. Who else can I go talk to? Let's talk to Oriaman.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the Civil War and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's good that you're staying here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden will have influence, and there is much to be done. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. I'm not certain if I will go back, however. With my family gone, what awaits me there but sad memories? But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
Okay. There's a bunch of people we can't talk to. Where's my dog? There's my dog. It still annoys me that I can't talk to my dog. Hi, Stein.
It is good to see you again, Kadan. These people, they call you hero. It is a strange word, but I think I understand its meaning. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
Nothing wrong with a little pride.
I would argue, had you not ended a blight. For such an accomplishment, there may be allowances. What the human custom has in common with our own is that the declaration of a Kunoran Vel is a cause for much celebration. It is one of few occasions when the Qunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
That would be quite a sight.
It is interesting. It can take days for the Ben Hasrath to restore order. There may even be executions. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
That will be a long trip home.
Yes. It will be difficult to travel alone, after so much time spent with companions. It must be said, you found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great debt.
You helped me as well, it's been good.
It has. That one of the Baz, a foreigner, would become known as Kadan to me. Unthinkable. Yet here it is. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
I'm pretty sure Kadan, it means friend. I still want to be able to talk to my dog. I guess we'll talk to Oghren. Oghren.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Does that mean you're staying here?
Yeah, for now. They may have already branded me a surfacer back home anyhow. I got offered a spot in the human army. And not as a mascot either. You know, these humans aren't bad for all their long legs.
Not as a mascot either. They need some cannon fodder, I take it.
Ho, ho, ho. You are a funny, funny woman. Ah, well, enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong.
Take care of yourself, Oghren.
It's been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
Alright. Let's go. Let's go talk to
Are you
these
ready,
people.
my lady? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yes, I'm ready.
Right.
Let's go.
I'll take you there now. Follow me.
At the months that followed his coronation, Alistair surprised many by studying the art of governance, doing his best to rule the kingdom with a fair and even hand. He proved quite popular with the people. His humor and easy grace winning them over as much as his willingness to sneak out of the castle and mingle in the lower class taverns on occasion. Alicia married King Alistair in a lavish ceremony 6 months after his coronation, becoming the princess consort of Ferelden. The two toured the nation soon afterwards, and the people were ecstatic to see how the king adored his new bride. Woo! I'm so glad that that I was able to do this, that it works. Rumors that the sacred urn of sacred ashes had been found, and that it was used to heal Eamon of his poisoning, circulated in Ferelden in the months following the Darkspawn defeat, slowly at first, and then with growing frequency as the Grand Cleric failed to deny them. Once the Chantry made several attempts to verify the rumors, however, there came an official decree that the resting place for the ashes had been found. If the urn of sacred ashes was in those ruins once, it was no longer. Following months of grim effort, the Templars cleared the last remaining spirits from the Circle Tower, making it safe to rebuild a home for Ferelden's Circle of Magi. Rumors of what happened increased the common folks' distrust of mages, and more than one apprentice claimed to encounter mages thought long dead still wandering in the Fade. Once the tower was rebuilt, Knight Commander Gregor stepped down from his post and retired to a life of private contemplation as a brother in a chantry. His health failed over time, and after refusing treatment, he perished in his sleep. Knight Commander Colin was said to be more strict and less trusting of the mages than even Gregor was. He ruled the circle with fear. That would definitely change the events in Dragon Age 2, or at least his reaction. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans but a sign of new hope to the elves. Shanae continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble but served her people well. Yemen remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the chancellor and chief advisor of the king. Alistair Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon advocated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. In the forest, the werewolves thrived for a time, living in the remains of the Dalish camp and enjoying recognition for their bravery at the siege of Denerim. Even that goodwill was only to last so long, however. Try as she might, the Lady of the Forest could not entirely suppress the werewolf's animal nature, nor her own, and eventually the curse spread into nearby human settlements. The werewolf population swelled until finally the army of Ferelden was called in to deal with the threat permanently. Many werewolf died, but when the soldiers arrived at the old Dalish camp, they found it abandoned. The Lady of the Forest was gone, as were her followers, who were not seen again. Interesting. In Orzammar, King Harrenhal quickly put down Balin's rebellion and then passed a series of laws to please the clan lords. Unfortunately, this isolated the dwarves even further from the surface. Caste restrictions and the rights of the nobles both grew, but trade with the human lands was all but cut off. After a law excluding the casteless from the common areas of the city was passed, the rebellion saw the slums reduced practically to rubble. Although outrage was widespread, the assembly remained united behind King Harrenhal. It was not long before Branka mastered Caridan's technique, learning how to use the Anvil of the Void to create new golems, the first in many centuries. The Dwarven people greeted this news with cheers, though few knew of the cost. Initially, King Harrenhal was more than willing to provide the volunteers. The golems were sorely needed to crush Balin's rebellion, after all, and they did so with success. But eventually, Harrenhal declared that no new Dwarven souls could be used on the Anvil. The unending need for golems in the deep roads, however, gave rise to secret surface raids to kidnap humans and elves for the Mad Paragon. When this came to light, a brief war broke out between Orzammar and Ferelden. The gates to the subterranean city were sealed, and Harrenhal's kingdom became more isolated than ever. However, the raids on the surface continue. As good as her word, Morgaine disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morgaine's description was seen traveling around alone months later, headed west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. Wait, what? As for Alicia's companions, they went their separate ways. Alistair remained in Denerim with his love for a time, much to Queen, and that's gotta be a missed thing, because I'm the Queen. He was eventually called to the far fortress west of the home of the Grey Wardens, swore he would return to his love's side soon. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt order and Anthem, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais, or across the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But those are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Alicia sunk her blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of her, however. Alright? And that's the epilogue. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video in this series, which will be in Dragon Age Awakening with her. Where, again, I'm not going to show you every single step. I'm already doing that with Abigail in my main campaign. But what I will show you is what I do differently. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.